Hey everybody, it's CherokeeStarfish, and we're back again this week with some more Might and Magic 6. And this week, we are exploring the abandoned temple, the cursed temple of totally safe fun and good times where nothing bad can possibly happen. I think when last we left our team, we have this another foreboding door, perhaps even more foreboding than the last one. Goblin Watch had skulls on it, but this one's got like glowing eyes in the carvings and whispers in the trees, so, you know. Let's see. Well, there we go. I love that the very first thing that we come through the door and see is a flock of horrible bats. So, Debbie, if you would, maybe a little light. There we go. Not quite enough to see by. At least not all the way out there. But that's okay. As long as they're on screen, we can shoot them, right? We're just going to get right into this because there's not much else we can do with a cursed temple. You just kind of have to dive in. Bats, giant bats. See, that's the regular first tier, our yellow ones. Then the blue ones. Later we'll meet some red ones, and those, of course, are vampire bats, which can give you a disease. Alright. Floor money. I love floor money. Free cash. Also, I wish I knew the source of some of the artwork that they got for this game, for things like the paintings and the stained glass windows. Presumably a lot of this is, classical art, things that are public domain, or, not, I almost said open source, but public domain, and I would like to know what some of it is, actually, just because some of it's actually quite cool. Oh, our first blue liquid. That is personality. And we're actually going to give that to Debbie, even though normally personality is something we want our cleric and our paladin and our druid to have. But that's exactly why we're going to give it to Debbie, is because as a sorceress, she has the least of it, and it's going to increase the least over multiple levels. And we're going to need that later to make sure that she can become a master merchant, because that's one of the requirements. White liquid. Well, we know who gets that. Oh! Don't you sneak up on me like that. Thank you, Zoltan. You'll see, this is why we need to, rank up our magic skills, because her light is going to get brighter. It'll last the same amount of time, but it'll get much more effective as we level up. Let's see, can we shoot you from here? Ah, there we go. Thank you for moving closer. Where this hallway kind of tilts down, sometimes the arrows get cut off. They don't have a clean shot. Kill that guy too. There we go. Alright, folks. Well, let's see. What an interesting sound this dungeon is making. And when you see what's making that sound, you're going to be very unhappy. I know that I will be. I'm already unhappy just thinking about it. So, we've got kind of the same thing, regardless of whether we go left or right. So I'm going to let you guys pick. Should we go west or west? Do you know that the word west was originally spelled like O-E-S-T, and it became the W over time? So you have east and west. Alright, left. Okay, now, spoiler alert, cover your ears, hide your children, shut the door, turn your speakers off if you don't want to hear what's coming next, but I'm going to throw up a very quick warning here. Even though they're kind of cartoonish, sometimes, one person's cartoonish is another person's nightmarish. So, trigger warning for arachnophobia, because there are giant spiders behind this door. So here we go. There's snakes as well. Here's our first snake, so you can kind of get a glimpse of them. There's the cobra. The king cobra. We'll find some queen cobras later. There's snakes behind one door. Ooh. Oh, see, they hit pretty hard, actually. Snakes behind one door, and there are spiders in the other. Oh. Oh. Oh no, we won't be doing that. Getting surrounded, that is. There. Thank you, Tommy. And could you heal your mom, please, Zoltan? Just a bit. Thank you. The snakes are actually, to me, worse than goblins. A, because they can poison you, as I mentioned in the last video. Although at least they don't give you a disease like rats and bats do. But they also actually hit kind of hard. Alright. Both of these rooms are kind of the same. What do you think, left or right? Left again? With this fantastic medieval artwork on it. Original character, do not steal. Left. Alright. Okay, here are the spiders. So I am, again, kind of trigger warning here for anybody who might be squeamish about this. I totally understand. I am, as with every monster, going to pop this up in a bigger version with a right click so that everyone can kind of see what they look like. So here it comes. They're pretty nasty. And again, kind of cartoonish to me, but if you don't like spiders at all, Yeah, same. I find spiders in video games to be less bothersome than spiders that are, in my house, but I want to be considerate. I also don't like the crunchy noise they make when they die. It's not as bad as the hissing noise they make while they're alive, because then at least the crunchy noise means they're dead now. My goal is to never let one of these close to melee range. That won't happen. They will eventually get us. But it would be nice, Wouldn't it be nice if there were no spiders? Okay, more spiders and snakes. Snakes first. Now remember, we've got 3 major quests that we're trying to complete. Well, major because they're important to us right now, but they're side quests, not primary plot. Here in the abandoned temple. And one of those is we are looking for the runaway girl, Violet Dawson. Or, yeah, I think it's Violet. I can't remember. Angela is her mother, and the girl's name is Violet, I'm pretty sure. We are looking for the candelabra that the cultists of Ba left. Oh, good, green gems. And we have to kill the Spider Queen. Perception. Alright, percept some stuff, Lucy. Alright, Widow Sweep's berries. Anything else? Nope, it is now an empty bucket. Yellow liquid. Okay, yellow liquid is accuracy. I think everyone... Yeah, we're kind of still where we were. We've got everyone pretty much the same. Who has the best attack rolls? Okay, when it comes to archery, everyone's still pretty much the same, except for Lucy's she's the best at it. Well, what do you think? Should we give it to Debbie, or should we pop that on Lucy? We can bring her up with that +1 so she's the same as Lucy, or we can put Lucy out a little bit more in front since she is currently our highest skilled or most skilled archer. Deb. 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 We've got a Deb. Ah, a sack. Perception. And there's a shitty shield.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't think much of it either. That's alright. It's free stuff, and, you know, free stuff's usually pretty good. Bernie 2020.
Got it.
I hope y'all know I'm not serious about that. Like, absolutely yes, the Bernie 2020 part, but, like, the whole free stuff is, you know, well, we're not going to get too political. I'm just going to say that there's a plan to pay for it. Don't listen to the negative hype. Oh, bats. Talk about negative hype. Man. Bats get a bad rap. I think that, like, they're actually much nicer and cleaner animals than we are led to believe. They're more helpful animals, but, you know, they're associated with the night and terror and vampires and things like that, and people think that they get stuck in your hair and give you diseases. And so here in the world of Enroth, in Might and Magic 6, they will, in fact, give you a disease if they bite you. Alright, so now, first things first, we have the candelabra. And you'll notice that it says in its description, quest item, silver candelabra. So this is what Andover Potbellow wanted us to bring back to him at the tavern. Now that we have it, I'm going to give a quick save. But there is so much more to the abandoned temple. You see, I actually like how the masonry kind of peters out. And then we've just got natural rock walls here, so... There's quite a bit more to this cavern. Whoop. Light us back up. Oh. Haha. See, I almost didn't catch them out here in the dark. You can sort of see them at the edge of vision, but right here, thanks to Tommy's spell, we know that they're there. So even though we can't hardly see them, they can. Oh, and there's a big one, too. They are the most powerful, of course, being the Tier 3 palette swap, but... they also have the highest chance of giving you a disease when they attack you. So, we don't want to mess with these guys. I'm going to spin around. Sometimes you have to do that to fully, like, fill in the map. You'll notice right here, this part is kind of... I was going to say infamous, but I suppose that would mean it had a reputation to other people. But for me, it sticks in my head as, like, you can never quite fill it out. Nothing that you do really gets it on the map. Sometimes it gets in there, but generally no. Okay, but right here is what we're really concerned with. When we become masters of air magic, I mentioned before that Wizard Eye gets a lot better as you rank it up. It shows more stuff. So it will start showing points of interest, is what the game broadly terms it, and that includes things like hidden doors, treasure chests. It will also show projectiles, and so we will start seeing, just like enemies are kind of large red dots, we will see small red dots like 1 pixel shooting out from the arrow that represents the party, and those are the arrows that we're firing. Oh, hey! That bat swallowed a ring.
Aha!
Well, much like in Dungeons and Dragons, jewelry is cash, if it's not magical. There's a trap in this room. Small trap. You'll see there's a treasure chest right there. Aha! That's the Spark spell, which is a mid-tier air magic spell, and it drops from the ceiling and hits the treasure chest and bounces off in all directions. It's not super dangerous, but I mean, we don't want to get hit by anything that we can avoid being hit by. Like, if there's no good reason to let it strike us, then why would we? So, I like that it kind of, you know, the projectiles, such as they are, before they fizzle out, they do have a light source around them, which is nice. Alright, let's see. Who doesn't have boots? Okay, it looks like it's just Zoltan. Yep, at this point everyone's got boots. And he finally, it took him this long to get boots because he didn't know what they were. But he figured them out now that he's an expert of identification, so it's okay. He can wear those now. Ooh. Come on. Alright. Let's pick up these bat boys and get this other hallway here. And I'm going to give a real quick spell or two to heal Lucy, since she was the furthest down. I mean, what were they doing back here? Because these are obviously, that this is installed lighting. It didn't come this way. Now, even though I don't want the spiders to close to melee range, again, bats do take priority because bats can give you a disease. Spiders can only poison and terrify you. Oh, our wizard eye wore off. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Oh, and there's our tier 3 palette swap, the queen cobra, which is much more powerful and dangerous than the king cobra. We really don't want her to get a hold of us. At this point, the queen cobra is almost kind of like a little mini-boss. I don't know how they make that noise when they die. I don't know how they made that noise in real life. Like, Foley art is a mystery to me. And I'm always fascinated when I find out that, they made this or that incredible sound by, rubbing one of those head massager spider things over a watermelon or something. So, that's actually a pretty good belt. Like, it's not magical, and belts are very much like jewelry, where if they're not magical, they do not give you any other mechanical benefit. They don't give you AC like a cloak does. So, but we might still hang on to that. We're going to go down this side tunnel first.
Hello.
Hey, look who we found. It's Angela. Oh, well, your mother is abusive then. I'm not sure if I should take you back to her. But we don't have any choice. I guess the team here is, our gang's not really qualified to make a judgment, legally speaking. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. We'll get you home. Alright, now see how this little arrow appeared right here? That shows that we have more than 2 NPC followers. So if we touch that, there's Angela. Yeah, see, and also if you right-click on any of these, it'll give you a brief version of like what they do. And so you can get children as NPC followers, and this is what they say. I don't have any skills to offer you, but if this will get me out of school and away from my chores, I'd love to follow you around. Keep in mind that if your party dies, so do your NPC followers. I'm just gonna leave that there. And here, haha. There we go. I don't know why this door is so difficult to get to halfway up the thing, but the slope. Okay, now this is masonry again. And you can see up here, this is kind of a long hallway. We're well underground now. Huh. What a friend-shaped door. I'm sure nothing bad can be behind this door. Wrong again! Oh, I'm always wrong about these things. Oh, come on. You knew that trap was there. Lord. That's the same sound effect as a fireball, so if you click in there, I guess her perception's not high enough where she's not an expert. Oh, and what cruddy spell scrolls. But treasure is treasure, and we're going to take it. Very quickly. Okay, yes, there is some more stuff. I don't remember if there's something in every cage. We're going to click them all. There we go. Now, a lot of times, too, treasure like this also can poison or potentially give you a disease. Because, I mean, that's pretty true to real life. You are sticking your hand in where a dead body has been. That's, you know, you're going to get necrosis or something. Alright, our torchlight spell went out, but that's okay because we are beat to shit anyway. Just goes to show that that probably needs to be one of our next upcoming goals. I think what we're going to do is, since our jewels are green, we're going to make a quick camp down here. There we go. Alright. We'll heal everybody back up. Just like in D&D, a long rest means you get all your spell slots and your HP back. Even if someone broke your leg off and stuck it in your ear, it's fine! You're at full health. I'm going to ease down here to make sure I don't take falling damage from that ridiculous slope and the ridiculous physics of this ridiculous game. Which I love. Oh! Hey, almost missed that. Floor cash. Floor cash. Our jewels are yellow again, so I'm going to go really quick in here. And Zoltan is going to identify this stuff in case there's anything useful. Hey! Okay, none of that's any good. Poison resistance +1, I mean... Yeah, thank you, Debbie, yes. Everybody's got 20 poison resistance thanks to the Shrine of the Gods. You know what? Alcohol's technically a poison. There. Now Debbie is slightly more alcohol resistant. So now we leave that weird torture chamber behind. We have a little bit better idea of what the Temple of Ba was doing back here. Of course, we still haven't really stumbled on why. We'll let Tommy pick up all of those dead bats. He's probably used to that very specific thing. It's a very specific act of... Ugh. There are a couple of side tunnels through here that we'll have to keep an eye out for. Oh, here's our Tier 2 spider. Oh.
Hey.
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy saved the party. The little brown ones are actually kind of hard to see on this texture of floor. Which I dislike, because if there's a spider of any size around, but especially one that's like knee-high, like, I want to have a very good grasp on where it is at all times. Oh! See, there they come. I don't like how they scurry. Alright. Well. Another shield. Floor monies. Meditation scroll. Okay. We're going to go this way because it looks like a dead end. So we're just going to kind of... Now there's stuff down here. Like this is a bridge. Sort of. An arc over top of that. Oh no, I failed in my goal. The spiders got us. You can see how they're moving underneath us. But because this dead ends, I'm just going to make an executive decision to kind of go this way, and we'll clear that out so that then we can go the other direction. Because, you know, we're operating on RPG rules here, since this is a role-playing game. And so, you know how that goes. If the goal is to the right, and there's a dead end to the left, then you always take the dead end first. Looks like it's not a dead end after all. Well. I'm shooting arrows into the darkness. Okay, well. We've come quite a long way. In that case, which way do you guys think we should go? Do you want to continue going this way? It looks like it curves around. Or do you want to go back and go down the western tunnel? Now, of course, I know what is where, but I'm not telling. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. All I'll say is, of course, we can get down there and then get back up at some point. But so do you want to go to the west? Do you want to keep going east? South? Southeast? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll pick up these bodies while I wait. Southeast? Alright. Well, we're already here. Let's see. Okay, we've still got a little over an hour. Haha.
Hey.
I apologize that sometimes it kind of does that. You saw how the screen was sort of jiggling. Jiggling and full of goo. That just happens sometimes. I don't know if it's been so long, I've played this game so much, and I've seen it on so many different computers that I honestly could not tell you if it's doing that because I am running an old game on new hardware that's like too powerful for it, or if it's like an old DirectX thing or a Direct 3D thing that's just, kind of wonky because DirectX and Direct 3D work kind of wonky. Or if maybe it's even the patch that I have installed, the version of the game that we're playing. I really couldn't tell you. And I love, here we find just this random rock, and it's labeled teleporter. So, what do you think? You want to lay hands on this? That sounds lots of fun. Yeah. Like I said, the temple of totally safe fun where nothing bad happens. Where are we? Actually, just takes us back to this central area, so it's fine. It's just a way to get back. Yeah, it is a little weird. No explanation is offered for who built it or why it's there. Presumably, like, my headcanon is that the cultists of Ba put it there so that, when they followed this ridiculously long and nonsensically winding path and got to the end of whatever they were doing in that room, that if Terrence, the maintenance guy, got lost in the dark and stumbled back through here, he'd be like, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be, and he could just teleport back to the middle of the area or something. Alright, well, so now we go east. Oop. You snuck up on me. I don't like that at all. I do not care for it. Ooh. Ooh! We have a room full of baddies. Can we get her before she gets us? Ugh, gross. It was a bad hit. Heal Tommy, Zoltan.
Got another one.
I have to hurt the snakes. They started it. Oh my god. You little monsters. Literally.
Hey.
Ugh. Now, did we leave one somehow? Oh, that one had a whole potion up its butt. Get away! Ah, you little rotten knee biter. How am I not? I'm just not paying attention is what I'm not doing. Because I know those are showing up thanks to the Wizard Eye spell, so. Oh my. There's so many.
Hey.
There's so many snakes. My life is snakes now. I'm not doing it a lot right now, but occasionally you will see me, like when an enemy enters their attack animation, and you know they kind of give you a cue, and then there is an animation where they hit you and a sound effect where they hit you, and you'll see me right click on them sometimes, and occasionally I'll kind of spam it like this. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you see how it kind of interrupts their animation cycle like that right there, and what that does is it's a way that you can kind of mess up the way the game is caching the code, and the way that it's checking for results of the attack. And so it's not always reliable. I'm not a speedrunner, so I mean I don't know all of the science behind things like frame perfect tricks. Oh God. Oh Lord, Tommy. Well, thanks for bringing the whole group down. And now there are spiders behind me. I don't want to turn around. Of course, if they're behind you, they actually have like a higher chance to hit because they're flanking, and just everything's bad forever. But anyway, so I don't know all the science behind things like frame perfect tricks, but if you spam that right click and pop up that window to interrupt the attack animation of an enemy, sometimes you can cause it to miss. Now, of course, ideally, we should be shooting these things successfully with arrows and killing them before they close to melee range, so that they wouldn't be hurting us. Guys. Okay, I can't stand to look at Tommy's poisoned face anymore, so here. Debbie's got her bartending license. She's gonna
Success.
Yep. Mix up a cure poison potion for Tommy. And then that was a nasty fight. That was actually, I mean, look at this. That was worse by itself. Just that one little fight than anything that we encountered in Goblin Watch. So I'm glad we came here second, actually. And you can kind of see here from the shape of the terrain, if we go this way, it's going to go back up and connect with that tunnel from before. So do you guys want to go this way? You want to go west? West? Think about it while I pop off some healing magic here. So much healing. We gotta get better healing spells. Honestly, more ranks in body magic is only going to do so much. Go west. Alright, west it is. Well, then we're going to go down the snake hole. First, I'm going to check over here. I was thinking there was a treasure up there. But more importantly, what there is more snakes! Snakes and bats and rats and blood-sucking monsters and spiders the size of your dog, and just, oh, it's horrible. It's everything I never wanted. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, but you know what? You know what? I'm not going to complain a lot because at least they have to come down this lovely hallway where we can shoot at them.
That was too easy.
Oh, night fell. Night has fallen and it can't get up. I sneak attack it while it's prone. Pick up all these dead bodies so that we can see to shoot the live ones. There's one behind us. Oh, there we go. I knew I left one. Oh, there's more of them. There's always more. Why are there so many? Why are there so many snakes? The brochure said there'd be a few snakes. My terrible Don Knotts impression. Thank you for bearing with me. Oh, God, more snakes.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, he finally gets a hat. Excellent. Excellent. I don't think we picked up anything else that's immediately useful. We should probably start making potions out of some of these reagents, honestly.
It worked.
Yes, it worked.
It worked. It worked.
Lucy is in charge of carrying the potions and the reagents so that Debbie can mix them, you see, because Lucy keeps them from getting broken and sloshing everywhere. And also, Debbie would probably sneak a sip if she had them in her backpack. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Single Cobra. Cobra! G.I. Joe. Oh, and check these out. Cobra eggs. These are just like random monster items, so we're going to let Tommy stick his hands into the snake nest. He's happy to do it. Look at him. You remember there's a guy back in New Sorpagal who will buy cobra eggs from us for money.
Got it.
For red-blooded cash American dollars. And hey. Oh, he was impressed by that. Oh! Let's see. Okay. Now that this is still, note that even with the +4 hit points, which is, I mean, that's 1/10 of his health, so that's not an unimpressive amount at the level that we are. But the AC is 18, and the AC on this with no magic is 26. So the Royal Chainmail we picked up back in the Easter Egg Dungeon is still better. And, of course, there's room to make it magical later. I believe we found the cobra's nest, folks. Yeah, I would make a same hat joke, except they're, you know, Debbie's got a different hat. Arrows and spiders and sword blades and cobras. I don't have anything that rhymes with cobras, so let's see. Ah, God. Okay, now this is a terrible room because you can see that we have to go up, but there's a ledge over our heads. So we're gonna back up and let the horrible monsters within come to us. You can tell there's a ledge because, see, they're gathering here against, they're stuck against the edge of the room. I'm flattered that you would compare my musical ability to that of Pitbull. Because, you know, the difference between Pitbull and I is that Pitbull has collaborated with a musical goddess, Kesha. Which, the closest I've come to that is, like, you know, in the shower. I have never collaborated with Kesha in the shower. Let me clarify that. I sing Kesha's songs in the shower. Oh, this is an unhappy situation we're in because, see, I knew this room is full of spiders, but they're stuck on the wall and we have to run in to get them to chase and come in. And see, that is what we came here to kill. Leave me alone! Leave Brittany alone! Okay. I would complain about showing my age with that meme, but I mean, we're on this channel because we're playing old games, so... Oh, Lord. It's okay. It's alright. Poor Zoltan. He looks like he feels so icky when he gets poisoned. And I mean, let's be fair, he's poisoned. Probably he does, but... Okay, one spider left and it should be the queen, so... Okay, Debbie, why don't you mix us up another cure poison? Thank you. I'll have a cure poison on the rocks. Excellent. Get everybody back up in the green. Well, there she is. The Spider Queen. Let's kill her! There we go. Haha! And Lucy smiles as she tears out its heart. See, here's the ledge. So you can see a little bit better. This is how they get stuck, and that forces you to go into the room to sort of get the monsters and kite them out. Which makes it a terrifying experience. And here's another teleporter that will take us back earlier in the dungeon. Oh, there's one lone wounded snake still trying to run away from us. Well, what's that? Huh. Safety and succor. Well, we have none of that here. Yes. Yes, slay queen. And so here we go. There's the Spider Queen's heart. Bloody trophy of the wicked Spider Queen. She's wicked. Wicked. And a chest in a room full of sewer stuff and just... And yeah, you can see like they've got a skybox in there with a texture, so it just looks like a night sky. So presumably this is a hole that leads outside somewhere. But no, as far as I'm aware, there is no way to get up in there. If anybody knows better, you know, do let me know. But I've tried to get up there with a jump spell before, and it's not happening. All right, Lucy, is this trapped?
Got it.
Yes, it was. But she's got it. All right, check that out. Our first tier 3 cloak. Wonderful. From Enroth. It's imported. Some studded leather armor. And... Ooh. Too bad nobody's using axes, because this has the Rogue's enchantment, which is +5 speed and accuracy. And that's pretty good, actually. All right. Well, let's see. First of all... Tommy's already got studded leather, and we bought enchanted leather for Debbie, so this is now just cash. However, this cloak... See, everyone's got a phantom cloak. I don't think anyone has an enchanted phantom cloak, which means that this stylish garment can go to whomever has the lowest AC. 27, 37, 49, 52. Well, okay. I feel like that's a little unfair, but maybe I'm the one that's being unfair to Tommy. There. I like the green cloak. I feel like this kind of thing where it comes down and has like the little pointed wings on it is sort of impractical, but I love the embroidery. Alright, so... Well, kids, we could take that teleporter back, but we have a whole other tunnel that we need to go down. But we have already done some fantastically good work, because we have found young Violet Dawson and rescued her. We have found Andover Potbellow's candelabra, and we have slain the Spider Queen, so her reign of terror over the people of New Sorpagal is over. The Sorpagalese, like Senegal? Well, I mean, okay, they're all Enrothians anyway. I guess it's more like New Yorkers versus, you know, Americans or something. Your queen is dead. Leave me alone. We did not kill the Bat Queen, so there are still bats. not playing by my own rules here. I need to kill the bats, not the spiders. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, things are getting dangerous now. We need a little distance. They've got good equipment, but they have good equipment and stats for being level 4. Oh, wrong button. Had to take a look at our quests real quick.
Got another one.
I love when their voice lines sync up. Got that one, got another one. If they run away, that's almost as good as killing them, because then we can just shoot them while they flee. Whew! Okay, well. Man. Things got dicey there for a second, kids.
Got another one.
Haha. We actually spent some spell points in this dungeon. Oops. There we go. Well, phooey. I keep going in and out of turn-based because I keep picking stuff up.
I don't know.
There we go. Is the unidentified one.
Ah.
Okay, free money. Oop. Well, that's all, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have such fun. I'll see myself out. I completely understand. I would unfollow, unfriend, block, and report me too.
Hey. Hey.
I've become the monster I hate. I disapprove of puns so much. They're the lowest form of humor. And yet here I am on my own channel inflicting them on innocent listeners and viewers. I should put that as one of my panels below. This is a pun-free zone. Make a rule against it in the chat. Alright, last chest.
Got it.
That one was trapped as well. Hey, there's some second-tier chainmail, which we will also sell.
Ah.
Crappy leather. Cash, cash, cash. Resistance potion. An unfashionable hat. That is plus 5 hit points anyway. That's not bad. Now that we have one for free and I didn't have to pay for it to show you, I'll show you what I meant about the hat. Wizard Eye, don't need that. Cold Beam, don't need that. A decent sword that we're going to sell because her sword is better. Guardian Helm, that is a much better, that's better than all the helmets we have, so even though it's still like a 3rd tier helm. Let's see. And remove fear. Wonderful. That is a mind magic spell, and so far, none of our 3 divine casters have got mind magic as a skill, but now we have one of the most important low-level spells, which we can hang on to, and we will save that for later so that the first person to get mind magic can immediately learn that. Now let's see. Plus 8. Okay, it looks like that's still going to be Tommy. Has the lowest AC. So I guess that Tommy gets this snazzy helmet too, but first I will show you this. See, I think it was in the second video that I commented on this, might have been the first one. This looks like a cool musketeer hat with the feather on it and everything, but if I remember correctly, it doesn't sit sideways on your head when you put it on one of these characters. It actually turns and the curled brim is in the front. That might be in one of the other games. Let's see. Nope, I was right. There you go. So see, that's what it looks like. It's very misleading. So it's not nearly as unstupid as it would appear to be. Here, this is much better. There, we'll hide Tommy's face with wings, angel wings, in the helm of the angels. Do 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 do. There we go. Let's head home. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of that hat, and it's disappointing in part because it's misleading. So like every time that you look at it, like, oh no, that's kind of a cool looking hat. I could see somebody wearing that hat if it had a suitable enchantment on it. You know, plus to AC or bonus to fire resistance, and then you plop it on, it's like, oh, nay nay. I have hecked up bad. Get that off me. Get that off my head. And now we run back up the uneven steps into the temple proper. Oh, finger slipped. You have to remember I've got my left hand is sprawled over half the keyboard because you can't use WASD. You have to use the arrow keys to move, so. And that is not programmable. I think the patch might have an outside option, but there's not, you can't just change it in the vanilla game. The only suitable enchantment is set it on fire and cast permanency. Burn forever, you horrible, you fashion disaster. Alright.
Hello, come on.
Hey, they're still open. Check it out. You know what? You can wait till in the morning. Debbie needs a drink.
Coming right up.
Hey.
Enjoy your sleep.
Let's sleep.
Hello, come on.
Alright, now, Lucy, you are the tough one, so you're going to confront this guy, especially because she's a paladin. So, these two, he might be able to cast divine spells, but these two are the ones that represent the church. So you can confront Andover Potbellow here about his candelabra. Excellent! I don't know if I have a voice for him. He seems snivelly. Excellent! Excellent! God be praised! Like a Poindexter kind of voice. Let's see, we're not frightened of the curse after all. Here is your reward. Thank you again for your assistance. Go away now. Well, at least we got XP for it. Now, let's go over here. And let's pop in and talk to Mr. Buford T. Allman, the lawyer. Lucy, if you would show him our bloody cargo, please. Yes, we have defeated the wicked Spider Queen. Hopefully now the spiders won't plague New Sorpagal anymore, and he has given us 1,000 gold. Thank you, Mr. Allman, Esquire.
Hello.
And Violet. I have something for you. Yeah, see, and I did get it wrong earlier. I was thinking Violet was the girl and Angela was the mom. It's the other way around. If I weren't so happy to see her, she'd be in a lot of trouble. Please take this as a reward for all you've done. And we get 10 food, which, I mean, that's pretty good, too. I'm not going to complain, you know, I'm not going to be an asshole about it and say I'd rather have the cash. I'm fine with that. And the experience points, of course, are the best reward. We all know. We all know that experience points are the best treasure. Alright, let's sell some of our crap. I don't know why I'm looking in here. We've shopped around enough that probably they don't really have anything to buy that's better than most of our gear at this point. Here, let's clear some of this up. There we go. And let's go see Wilma.
Closed.
Oh, that's right. Wilma's a late sleeper.
Can I help you find anything?
There we go. And you can see we're making a lot more. Look at that, 154. Usually she tries to buy that for 85 gold. She'll give Debbie 154. Let's see. Now we are low on accessories. Nobody has like their ring slots full or anything, and I don't think everybody even has gauntlets. Nobody's got a belt. So, see, some of these, even if they have kind of a crappy enchantment on them, might be worth buying. Like, look at that. That's better than everyone's cloak except for Tommy's, and it's +4 to endurance. That's not bad. Bless, torchlight, protection.
Thanks. Come again.
No, thank you, Wilma. And let's see. Let's make sure that Debbie has all of this other stuff that we need to sell. I'm actually going to hang on to this belt for a little while. And I'm not going to put it in Debbie's inventory, even though she's the one who will be using it later, because I don't want to forget about it, that I'm like saving it aside, and sell it, because everything we sell winds up in Debbie's inventory, of course.
Can I help you find anything?
Take this horrible hat.
Thanks. Come again.
Thank you.
Looking for a weapon?
Nope, but I've got a deal for you. You're gonna love this.
Come again.
I shall.
Don't
And
touch
Harry,
the merchandise.
shut up, Harry. Just buy my shit.
Come back soon.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, we know what this means, folks. We got quite a bit of experience. Our numbers are green. And in fact, we actually have enough to train all the way up from level 4 to level 6. So, I think it's time to train.
Okay. 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 Okay.
There we go. They're so excited. Okay. Well, let's spend our newfound skill points. Are you guys ready? Yes, cue a training montage. Okay, so we got 12 skill points. What should we drop them in for old Tommy here, folks? We've talked about, body magic needs to go up so that his healing can get a little bit better. Of course, air magic needs to increase, and he's got other magic skills we need to pick up and learn that he hasn't yet. Staff, bow, and leather, he's got to get all of those up. What are we feeling? And also, we've got 15,000 gold. Do we need to go skill shopping or equipment shopping, maybe, do you think? Perhaps? Is it time for that again? Or do you want to just concentrate on what we have so far? Waiting for input from the gallery here. Yeah, we can do that. I think that's quite a few skill points. I mean, that's we could get 4 different second level skills up to level 3, or we could get one of the level 2 ones up to level 4 and then have 5 points left over. Yeah, well, he's not the Avatar, is he? I mean, it's Tommy Wiseau. If he disappears for 100 years, it won't be right when everybody needs him. Like, it'll be because he went into hiding due to the most recent terrible movie he made, and everyone will be thankful. What if? I'm listening. I'm listening. Yes. You have me on the hook. I was with you right up to the very end. And then just that Shyamalan twist kind of threw me, and I'm going to have to give you no stars. Well, let's focus on the magic. Then we know that we need to get air and body up to expert, because both of those are important. So, let's see. I'm going to start with, how about I drop a rank each into air and body? That'll use up 6 of those points, and then we'll have 6 left over to do something else with. So, there we go. So now we could get one of these up to level 4 and become an expert in it, and then still have 2 points left over. Or we could put a rank into leather, staff, or bow, a couple of those, and use up all of his points and get some of these up to level 3. What are we feeling? Do we want to rank up some of his combat skills, or do we want to become an expert in one of these other magics? Body magic? We've got 1 for body magic. Body. Okay, alright, let's do body magic then. Alright, so, let's see.
Greetings.
That's fire magic. That's gonna be earth magic. See here? No, it's spirit magic.
Hi, how are you?
Mind magic. Lord, get Mandy the Water Master. You're taking up the whole street. Mamie the Wind Master, you're just as bad.
How you doing?
Here we go. I knew I was looking for this guy. Body magic expert. Shazam! And now we can see how some of his spells have changed, like first aid. See, it cures 7 hit points now instead of 5. That's why I said earlier, like, becoming expert master or putting more ranks in, like, it's only going to help so much. We need better spells, because first aid being the lowest level healing spell, other than healing touch for spirit magic, I think, it just cures a flat amount, so it does get slightly better. The cost never changes, but that's because it doesn't really get that much better. So what we need is an actually good healing spell. On the other hand, Cure Weakness now works if the condition has persisted for less than 1 hour per point of skill, which in his case is 4. So, let's see. Alright, now what about Debbie? Debbie, where are you? We've been talking about water magic. I feel like we probably need to drop a couple points into that, because, I mean, she's a sorceress. She's cast maybe 1 spell, not counting the torchlight that we did in the dungeon just now. And she's already a merchant expert, so I'm thinking, like, we need to start focusing on some water and fire magic here, especially since Tommy's got air and earth covered at the moment. Fire expert. We're thinking we want to go fire first. We know water's teleportation magic, which I'm all about that, but those teleportation spells are very expensive, both to cast and to purchase and learn. And, I mean, Sharon's on the team for a reason. She can town portal us around for a little while longer. Alright, fire then. Okay. Fire expert. That leaves us with 5 points. So we could actually go ahead and drop 1 into water anyway. That would leave us with 2 more points. Water? Okay. Alright. Do we want to save these, or do we want to go ahead? We could drop a rank into light magic. She doesn't know any light spells yet. We picked up the skill, of course, so that we could start leveling it. It'd be kind of funny if she was like expert light magic before she knew any spells, but... When are we going to up light magic, though? Yeah, exactly. So, do we want to put it in diplomacy or light magic? You want to go ahead and drop 1 in light? Like I said, she doesn't know any spells, but, I mean, that's not going to affect the fact that the points are still valuable once she does know some. And, hey, we do have Sharon. Maybe we can pop over to the Light Guild, and we can buy a light magic spell with all of our many, many thousands of monies. Lighten her load. Okay. Alright. Fine. I get it. Okay. Yeah.
How are you?
You know what? I can't say anything because it's my own fault. I mean, I was making crappy puns first. I'm the one who hecked up here, so this is my fault. All right, but let's congratulate Debbie on Fire Magic Expert. That means we need to go get her some more Fire Magic, actually. She's got 52 spell points. We need to start using them. Okay, Lucy. Lucy. What are we going to do for Lucy? I think for Lucy, we need to look really closely at her sword and bow skill, because she only needs 1 rank in each to become expert in either of those. But also, we already saw down there in the abandoned temple how only having 2 ranks in perception kind of hurt us. We almost got the entire team killed because of those, like, fireball traps or whatever they were in the torture cages, so we need to start thinking about that. I would like to get at least sword or bow up to expert. I'll let you guys pick. Should we move her towards expert sword and get 1 level closer to dual wielding? Or should we drop it in bow since we shoot a lot of arrows and get 1 level closer to shooting 2 arrows per attack? Sword? We leaning towards sword? There is an argument to be made for both of them. So, oh goodness, now we're at an impasse. Okay, we've got 2 for sword and 2 for bow. I do want to dual wield ASAP because I feel like she didn't get the shield skill. This hand is not doing anything because she's using a single-handed weapon. Okay, sword. Well, there we go then. Sword it is. Now we've got 6 points left over. We could still put a rank in bow and just go ahead and become bow expert also. Yeah, idle hands are the devil's playthings. That's the hand she uses to carry the team. Thing in perception, that would leave us with 3 ranks, which means that we could drop a point into plate, repair, or spirit magic as well. So, yeah, Lucy plays a lot of support. I mean, she is a paladin, so what do you guys think? Expert bow or perception? Let's make that the choice. We'll narrow it down. Expert bow or perception? Because, I mean, there were a lot of us already thinking, kind of like leaning towards expert bow. But yeah, we don't want to just eat traps again. Because the thing is, disarm trap is great, but she has to find them first. And disarm trap works automatically on stuff like chests. But for environmental traps like those cages or like the poisonous cook pots that the goblins leave behind, things like that, you have to have perception to avoid those. Yeah, I mean, expert bow is very tempting. We do need to see things to shoot them. See, it's such a hard choice. Alright, well, we've got 2 for perception. We've got 1 for bow. We're leaning towards perception, I think. Alright, we're going to go with perception. I think that that's fair. So now the question is, what are we going to do with these? We want to rank up plates. Because I would like to reduce that recovery penalty. That would be nice. Nothing has broken yet, so I think we're safe to not rank up repair yet. We need to start thinking about it sometime in the near future, but not this instant. She's not been casting a lot of spells, but that's also because she only knows 2 and her spirit magic is rank 1. So it's a cyclical. We've got a Mobius strip here where you know, she needs to get better at magic in order to use her magic more. Plate? Okay, okay. Yeah, we're pretty universally on plate. Okay, so we need sword expert is what we need. We know where that is. I'm pretty sure that the sword expert is in Iron Fist, so we'll go back there. Alright, and Zoltan. Man, Zoltan's all over the place with all of these 2s. So we need to level some of these up. Let's see. Man. Goodness gracious. He still has almost the highest AC in the party, too, so I think we're safe to, like, lean on weapon skills right now. I'm thinking, yeah, because, see, body magic, like, we need body magic. That needs to be our primary focus as far as Tommy and Zoltan go. But I don't want to leave spirit magic behind, and the reason why is because body magic is like healing, cure disease, cure poison, cure weakness, attack spells. But spirit magic is like bless for accuracy, remove curse, and also, guys, this hasn't come up yet, but spirit magic, that's where raise dead and resurrection are. They're not body spells. Those are spirit spells. And we might need those. So spirit? I'm seeing a lot of spirit. We'll never need them. We are unto gods. Well, let's compromise here. How about we'll put 1 in spirit. We'll put 1 in body too, because he still needs to be body expert. Now, let's yeah, spirit's the smart choice. Is it the fun choice? So now we've got 6 points left. That means we can make either one of these expert, and then still have 2 points left over, and we'll drop those into light magic. Or we can raise 2 of his other skills, each to level 3. Zoltan's easygoing. Zoltan is some... I think Zoltan's very malleable. Zoltan, he rolls with it. He's happy with whatever he can get, pretty much. Genuinely happy. And it's an ingenuous happiness that he takes from this. He wants us to have fun on this adventure and to have a good, safe time. Have a good, clean game. He is a pleaser. Alright, what do you think? Expert? Expert? Spirit expert? We've got 1 for spirit expert. 2 for spirit expert. Spirit, okay. Spirit expert it is. And then light magic. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. Doodly 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 doo.
Hello.
That's fire. Why do I keep going over there? We're already fire experts. Here we go.
Hello.
Spirit magic expert. Shazowie. Okay. And now, bless affects the entire party. That's the most important thing that Spirit Expert does, honestly. Okay. Pick a direction, peasant. So, let's see where we're at. Don't need any more experts there. Good there. Good there. So we just need sword expert, which I believe is an iron fist. Before we do that, let's pop over here real quick and do a little shopping at the Guild of the Elements. Because now that she's a fire expert, I think she needs a better spell than Cold Beam.
Air, water, and earth.
Let's see. Protection from fire. See, now this might actually be worth buying because it's 2 points of resistance per skill. So, I mean, that's a minimum of 8 fire resistance starting out. That's not that bad. Awaken, Cold Beam, Protection from Cold. We can go ahead and pick that up too. She's getting there with water magic. Protection from fire, protection from electricity. Tommy could probably use that one. I'm starting to get to the point where, like, we should probably go ahead and think about eventually picking up these other skills that we want them to have, but not this instant, not this instant. Let's see. Protection from cold. Protection from fire.
All right.
Protection from elec.
Yes.
And you can see that, you know, it's the same thing. Just different damage types. Let's see. Let's see. Does she have that? Yes. She's got Flame Arrow. Which is probably a little bit better than Cold Beam. Cold Beam always hits. And it deals 2 to 6 points of damage. And eventually, you can see, eventually it doesn't cost anything. And you can cast it just zap, zap, zap. Flame Arrow is the fire version of that. It deals more damage, it's 1 to 8, but you'll see in the description it is, quote, notoriously inaccurate, and has the same chance of hitting as a regular arrow, using your fire skill as a bonus to hit instead of your bow skill. So the more fire magic she has, the better she'll be at Flame Arrow, but it's never going to be a great spell. So what we really need to get her is Firebolt. Firebolt scales better with your level, and the damage actually increases over time, and also, I'm pretty sure that it can't miss.
How are you?
Is this... Here we go. Let's sell these cobra eggs while we're talking about it. See, they're worth 300 each. And he hatches these and then sells the cobras. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Let's go real quick up to let's run up to the Guild of the Self, and let's see if they have any decent spells that we don't already have for our new Spirit Expert and Body Expert.
The magic of spirit, mind, and body.
There's Healing Touch. I'm not sure. Does he have that? He does not.
The magic of spirit, mind, and body.
Let's actually buy Healing Touch. Mind Blast, remove fear, first aid. Oh, Harm. That's the one I talked about before. We're going to pick that up for sure. Okay. Let's see. So Tommy gets harmed because he's the body expert. First, we're going to give Healing Touch to Zoltan.
Yes.
And now, since he is a spirit magic expert, and he's not quite a body expert yet, see, so his first aid heals a flat 7 points for a cost of 2. Done. Full stop. That's it. Healing Touch heals 5 to 9 points for a cost of 3. So it is slightly better.
Yes.
So let's make that his new healing spell. Tommy.
Okay.
There we go. Harm. Now that he's a body expert, it has a faster recovery rate, so it deals 8 points of damage plus an additional 1 to 2 per point of body magic skill. So right now that would be 12 to 16 points. So that's pretty good. Now I don't know if we're ready to take this off of his quick spell yet, because right now he's still our primary healer. But that's a great start. Fire magic, fire magic. Let's see. Well, first let's go to Castle Iron Fist. We need to find the sword expert anyway. We talked about that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. You were with me, some of you, in the last video. I absolutely appreciate all of you coming back. And those of you who were not here for the last stream, thank you for coming in for the first time. I think that this is where the sword expert is. If he's not... Aha, yes, good. Thought I remembered. And it's 2,000 gold because it's a weapon skill.
Okay.
Ugh, painful. But... there we go. Sword expert. That's going to reduce her attack recovery time. Now, level 6. I don't know why I clicked out of that into the other one. There we go. Okay, so we need 4,000 more. We'll have to find something else to do to level up. While we're here in Iron Fist, we might as well check the shops. I like that Iron Fist has 2 sets of shops, and like kind of the cruddier ones are downstairs, and then like up here are the nicer shops next to the castle.
See anything you like?
Osric. Cavalier Gauntlets of Luck. That's not bad. Stun. Cloak of Ring. Ooh, Ring of Precision. It's only +2. An Elven Cloak for 385. That's a steal. We'll give an upgrade to somebody. Oh, there's some more Ultimate Gauntlets. Man, that's a big jump. Blessed Ring of Luck. Ooh. Do you guys think that we should buy these gauntlets? They're not enchanted, but we could change that later, potentially. This is the best, like, base type of gauntlet that there is. So it's great to find these this early. We passed over a set earlier. I mean, we've got the money now. What do you think? Buy some ultimate gauntlets and give them to somebody? Because there's a couple characters who don't have gauntlets. Spend money to make money. Well, I mean, listen, we got expert merchant skill for a reason, didn't we? I think. Let's take advantage of that. See, 1,309 over 1,700. That's pretty good. All right.
Thanks. Come again.
Okay, now, who gets these, though? He's got gauntlets. She does not. She does. He doesn't. I think that Debbie deserves a treat. Don't you guys? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Alright, and now, let's see. He's already got an Elven Cloak. 49. She still has the lowest AC out of these 3. Let's give her this new cloak as well. That'll push her to 51.
See anything you like?
Then she can sell this and make a little bit back.
Thanks. Come again.
Alright. Let's see. Guild of Spirit. That's the Initiate Guild. Now, I think I mentioned this before. The Guild of the Self sells all 3 types of divine magic, but doesn't have as much selection because, of course, like, you know, they've only got 2 rows to put books on. So the Guild of Spirit only sells spirit spells, but they have a broader selection, and it's going to cost just a little bit more. So you see here we've got, like, there's Lucky Day. Adds luck to a target. Heroism is a great spell. Increases the damage that a character does. And at expert level, it affects the entire party. See, so that's just like, if you're level 4 in Spirit Magic, you just add a flat +9 damage to all weapon attacks everybody does. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna buy it, you guys. It's a really good spell. Guardian Angel's good, but we don't need that this moment. Remove Curse. Remove Curse is pretty important. I feel like since Remove Curse is here, we should probably buy a copy. I really do. Just because you never know when you're going to get cursed, and being cursed is very, very bad. Because what the curse condition does is it just makes you bad at everything, and you have a chance for literally anything you do to fail. That includes casting spells, attacking, drinking a potion, mixing a potion, like even anything can just fail. But we haven't run into anything that can curse us yet, but I think we're going to soon. So it might be a good idea to go ahead and buy this. And now, we also have this option. See, the Guild of the Self doesn't teach these skills. It'll teach the magic skills. It doesn't teach you meditation. Now we have the option to get meditation. And since everyone in our party is a spellcaster, meditation directly adds to your spell points. We should probably consider this sometime soon. Maybe not today, but sometime soon. And let's see, here's the Initiate Guild of Body. That's the Mind Guild. We won't go in there yet because nobody has Mind Magic. Let's pop in here and see what they've got.
Magic of healing.
Cure Poison. Hey, we wouldn't have to mix potions anymore, but we do have plenty of potions. Cure Wounds. That's what we needed right there. That's the basic healing skill or spell that scales with your ranks. We're definitely going to get a copy of that. Protection from poison. Cure Poison. We're starting to go through our money, but we've got 5,600 left. Do you guys think we should grab Cure Poison while we're here? They've got one copy, so it might be Destiny. It's just good to have it on hand, and eventually we'll need it anyway. Do you think we should grab this for Tommy? Do it? I mean, yeah, that's true. And we got to spend money to make money, so... Yeah, that's true. See, that's the thing, is if we run out of, like, Widow's Weep's berries and Ferna Root or something, we can't make a purple potion, we might be stuck. But for the cost of 8 SP, you know, then... And since he's a body expert, it works up to 1 hour per point of skill, so they could be poisoned for 4 hours right now, you know, starting out, before it won't work on them anymore, and we have to go to a temple or something. Alright. So let's see, let's distribute these. Cure Poison, Cure Wounds, Remove Curse, that's Heroism.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes.
And we're going to go in and we're going to change Cure Wounds to his quick spell. There we go. And that one scales a lot better. See, that's 5 points plus 2 per point of skill in body magic. So it still is a flat amount, which that's more predictable than a dice roll, if nothing else. Alright, so, oh my... Are they... That's a very... Oh, she's okay. Oh, wait. Can she... Maurice the Gambler. Well, she's definitely taking a chance here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, she did it, guys. She did it. She fulfilled Stephanie the Ditch Digger's legacy. Bless you, Maurice. Oh, that was tense for a minute. I was really worried about her, guys. Okay, so, we've done a lot of good work today. We really have. And, I think that that means that it is time to consider where we're going to go next, because I'm going to go ahead and tell you. We have done all of the quests that New Sorpagal has to offer for now. Now, there will be some stuff that we can get into later. You know, but we're going to have to come back for a lot of that. Things like, you know, I told you before about that one dungeon kind of across the way. So, for now, New Sorpagal has kind of run its course. So it's time to figure out where we're going to go next. Now, Iron Fist is the the next map, basically. And we have some things we need to do here, because, see, New Sorpagal is kind of over this way. And so, you remember... Let's see, let's look at our quests. Yes, actually, while we're here in Iron Fist, we should probably take this letter to Wilbur Humphrey. Right here, we need to get the Chime of Harmony from the Temple of Ba. That is on the road between New Sorpagal and Iron Fist here. Retrieve the heart from the Dragoon's Caverns south of Castle Iron Fist. That's here. Let's see. Rescue Sherry from the Shadow Guild hideout. That's also here. So we have a lot of stuff to do here in Iron Fist. I'm feeling like maybe this is the next place that we need to explore as an option. I was hoping they'd have another precision bow, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, they don't really have anything great. So, here's what we're going to do. There are some other places that we could go. For example, the City of Mist. The city on the Island of Mist has some dungeons that I'd like to level up a little bit more before we tackle them. I'd like to be maybe level 10 before we go in there, because we could do it now, but it amounts to a lot of stopping and starting, and kind of like running away, hiding and healing, and then coming back, and, you know, it's an attrition battle. So that means I feel like that's not going to be a lot of fun for you to sit through and watch, any more than it's going to be an enormous amount of fun for me to do. But Myst does have a lot of free treasure and a lot of free experience points kind of out in the outlying islands in the archipelago. And I like going there at the early stages of the game to grab all of that. And then here in Iron Fist, we have a bunch of quests. And there's, you know, fields and fields of enemies around here as well, too, that we can clear out on our way to those quests. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I don't want to create choice paralysis. So what I'm going to do, while I'm on my way back up the hill here to give Wilbur Humphrey the trader's letter, I would like to... I'll put that out to you guys. Iron Fist is where most of our quests are, kind of like the Abandoned Temple was before, but the Island of Mist is going to be a little bit more like Goblin Watch, where there's a lot of treasure and stuff in there, but fewer quests that we can do at the moment. So, do you guys want to start tackling the Iron Fist map and doing some of those quests? Or would you like to go to Mist and explore there first, see a new town that we haven't gone to yet, and basically rampage through the islands, committing just an enormous amount of slaughter and picking up lots of free cash and maybe some more gear?
Halt! Who goes there?
Master Nikolai Ironfist, Prince and heir to the throne of Enroth.
Nikolai is not really very impressive, is he? And Wilbur over here just... Bless their heart, they did what they could in 1998, I guess. Ha-ha! Thank you so much for bringing me these letters. I've been so worried. I see. This is not good news. Oh no, traitors! Traitors and conspirators everywhere! I must organize an expedition at once! I trust you will not speak to the prince about these letters. He's already too depressed and unhappy to hear more bad news, even though he's standing literally 2 feet from me. Now I must see to the organization of the expedition. Here is a bag of gold as a reward. You've earned it and my gratitude. Now, if only I could find someone to finish looking for Lord Kilburn. Hey! What do you think, guys? We could look for Lord Kilburn. We could do it. Hey, sir, you wouldn't happen to be interested in taking care of a little detail for me, would you? Lord Kilburn disappeared near Blackshire. Find out what you can and return to me the information if it's true. It's getting harder. I'm breaking up, but you might be swayed. But it's a high council plot quest and just very main scenario. Very lots of money, experience points. And I'm running out. Also, this is actually going to be more interesting. You remember how our mentor Falagar told us that we needed to get the representatives of the Six Lords to let us see the Oracle in Freehaven. Well, each of them, of course, has a quest that we have to do before they'll vote to allow us to see the Oracle. This is Wilbur Humphreys. We have to find out what happened to Lord Kilburn, and if we do that, he'll vote to let us see the Oracle. Now this is a different kind of quest. You see, all of our characters have a class: druid, sorcerer, paladin, cleric. We know this. But did you know that each of them has 2 more classes that they can become? You see, they can be promoted to an additional, more advanced version of their job, and when they do that, their hit points and spell points per level retroactively increase, and they get more hit points and spell points for each new level, which makes them more powerful. Also, some things, some skills and stuff like that can only be used if you are of a specific level within your class. So, yeah, you give the dragon the rat's tail, exactly. So, Crusader is the level 2 promotion for Paladin. So Lucy's going to talk to him about becoming a Crusader. Says, I am the foremost paladin, and as such I am the one charged with the promotion and keeping of the titles and responsibilities of paladinhood. Those paladins who wish to perform a quest for the official promotion to Crusader must rescue a damsel in distress. Those of you who are not paladins will be awarded the title of honorary Crusader, and all will be given a sizable gold reward. Heavy breathing. Return to me with said damsel, and I will promote any paladins aiding in her rescue to the status of Crusader. I'm very tired now from all this talking. So, damsels in distress are in much shorter supply than they used to be, but if we find one, Lucy will become a paladin. Now, the damsel in distress that we need to find is actually on the Isle of Mist that I mentioned before. That is something that we can do if we go there. However, forewarned, that's in the same dungeon that I mentioned that I'd like to be level 8 or 10 or maybe even level 12 to tackle, because otherwise it's going to be a real slog. But we have the quest. And I'm not going to talk to Nikolai, by the way. You'll see me, I skipped out talking to the prince. The reason why is because if you talk to the little turd, the brat forces his way into your party without you knowing the next time that you rest, and you have to take him to see the circus before he will agree to come home. Which is a horrible and pointless quest, because the circus can appear on a bunch of different maps, and it moves around from month to month. So actually, since it's February, it's going to be in one specific place. Wherever the circus is, that's where we have to take him to go and see it. So we have to chase the circus to get Nikolai safely out of our party. Now, if that doesn't sound attractive enough, as long as he's in our party, we are considered criminals in Iron Fist, and if we try to go into the castle, we will be arrested for kidnapping the prince. And he does not stick up for us, you guys. He'll lie about it. So, yeah, it's the worst escort mission. What the hell? Where did you even come from? Lord, you look like the guy on the cover of The Giver. I don't know where he came from. I guess I'd better pop this on while I'm thinking about it, just in case somebody else Oh! Like that guy.
Hey.
They saw us from the other side of the road and followed us over here. I guess I'd better kill this one too. Honestly, okay, if I could kill Nikolai, I almost would. I have to tell you that Nikolai is so hated, even by the developers, that in future games in the series, it becomes a running joke about how both annoying and useless Nikolai is. And I think it's in Might and Magic... God, in Might and Magic 9, he's got a quest, and it's bad. I won't spoil it for you. We might get there at a later date. But for now, let's go back to the original topic of, are we going to go to Mist, or are we going to work on Iron Fist? What do you guys think? Like I said, Mist has a dungeon that would be a slogfest if we went into it right now, although if we do go into that dungeon, then Lucy here could become a paladin. We can also get the promotion quest from sorcerer to wizard for Debbie if we go to Mist, because the foremost mage is there. And I was circling Zoltan because I think I said back during character creation, I've never made him anything but a sorcerer. He's a sorcerer by default. So him being a cleric is a new experience for me. So when I started talking about the wizard promotion quest, I'm like, oh yeah, Zoltan. Anyway, so yeah, Mist has got that dungeon, but it also has a bunch of, free monsters to kill, stuff we can pick up, gear upgrades and things. Iron Fist has a bunch of quests. So we can go do Mist and then come back and tackle these quests. And then maybe go back to that dungeon on Mist and make her into a crusader. Or we can go and, we can start tackling these quests now, and we'll deal with Mist later when we're higher level. What do you think? Okay, Mist. Yeah, we don't have to go into the dungeon. We can save the dungeon for later. Right now, my plan is mostly, if we go there, to just clear out the outlying islands. We are already in Iron Fist. Okay, then that's what we'll do. So, we'll stick with Iron Fist since we're already here. We will begin in Iron Fist, and we'll use it to level up. We'll complete some of these quests, and then once we do get to like level 8 or 10 or 12, and we've done most of what we can do in Iron Fist, what we need to do in Iron Fist, then we can think about going to Mist, and maybe we can clear it out all at once. That dungeon won't be so much of a slog, and we'll actually be able to just go in there and do it. So, that being the case, you can see here there's some enemies on the horizon. We're going to start with this field near the castle. We're going to circle around. We're going to find some hidden treasures, some loot crates that are out in the field in the middle of nowhere. And we're going to start doing some dungeons after we kill all of these enemies that are just standing around. So, yeah, we've got a bunch of quests to complete here, and we'll get started on that in the next stream. So I want to thank you guys for coming, especially, you returning folks. Thank you so much for being here for yet another stream. Thank you newcomers for popping in to see what it's like. I hope that you had enough fun that you come back. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat. It's a lot of fun to play with people, even though this is a single player game. It makes it so much fun, and it's a much different experience. I have played with people, kind of trading off mouse and keyboard, or like, I would take 2 characters in the party, and my brother would take 2, and we would sort of trade off, taking turns playing together and making decisions, and that was fun. But this is just a whole different experience for me, and I'm having a great time, and you guys are part of that, so I really appreciate it. And so, be sure, since you're watching on Twitch, give me a like, subscribe and turn on your notifications. And below, you'll find links to my YouTube and to my Twitter. Follow me in both places there. You can watch the video again later. If you're watching this on YouTube after I upload, go to my Twitch page and follow me on that channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys the same time next week, and we'll start tackling some of these quests in Iron Fist. It has been a real pleasure, you guys, as always. So, until next time, bye for now.